Hey everyone, what's good? So today we're gonna be here. We're gonna be discussing a topic that I see a lot on social media and on TikTok, especially TikTok, a lot. And we're gonna be kind of discussing the bad B, the toxic bad B attitudes, especially when it comes to dating and especially in our young black women. Now, this video is not made to bash anybody. It's not made to bash her either. So please don't go on her video and comment hate or anything. This is really just a discussion about how things can improve in the future and how we can improve our behaviors and really just dissect it and have a conversation about these things. So before I start my dissection and our discussion, I'm just gonna play the TikTok video first so you guys can have some background information and then we will get into our conversation. Okay, so now that you guys have watched the TikTok video, I just want to give out a disclaimer. This is not a taking up for men video. I am not siding with men. I am just seeing the situation for what it is and just going off of that. So I do have a few points that I kind of want to bring up. So we're going to go in order. So something that I have realized when it comes to, women who talk like this in general is really that a lot of it is a trauma response. A lot of these women, they use these foul language and they talk to, men like this, as a trauma response because in the past, they've had situations where, they've had maybe past men and they felt like they couldn't stick up for themselves and they probably got played by somebody. So now what they want to do is they want to sit up here and they want to, be tough, be hardcore right off the bat to show that, they're not the ones to be messed with because they don't have emotions and they don't fall in love quick and they could, block somebody and go about their day. And the thing is with that is that I understand why they think this works, but it doesn't work. And the reason why it doesn't work is because if you're a woman and you out here, that you have emotional intelligence and you're not easily swayed by certain emotions. For men, you wouldn't have to be this fake rude, fake mean, fake bad B mentality. You wouldn't have to be like this because at the end of the day, if you don't play about yourself and you have worth and value and respect that is utmost, a man will see that regardless and he will know not to take you for granted. You don't have to put on this facade in order to seem like you are tough and you are this and you are that. You're not establishing dominance. You're just making yourself look more emotionally weaker. Again, and this is not a video of me trying to take up for men. This is not anything like that. This is just me being real. I know a lot of women like this, who talk like this, who act like this, but deep down inside, I know that, they want to give out this hard body appearance, but in real life, they're super, super emotional and they have a hard time with establishing permanent relationships because of this. And also what I do want to say is that in reference to her on the TikTok, it seemed like she didn't want to talk to somebody or whatever, whoever she was texting. But in reality, let's be real, y'all. If y'all don't want to talk to somebody, you can just block them or not respond and go about your life. You wouldn't keep on texting them, keep on telling them, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. Because the thing is that you do want to talk to them. You just want them to sit up here and pander on you and sit up here and try to make them beg, to talk to you and to be involved with you. You do want to talk to them. If you didn't want to talk to somebody, you would block them and go about their day. And that also goes for a lot of young women that I see nowadays, especially when they, post these videos on TikTok or on Twitter or whatever social media site is that they act like they don't want to be bothered, but in reality they do. They're in love with the chase. And that's the thing. They're in love with the chase by the men. They love the feeling of being wanted by somebody. And let's be real, everybody wants to be wanted by somebody, but also like don't pretend like you don't want to be bothered and then you really do want to be bothered, and you're putting on this hard body facade, and what it does is that this trauma response messes up all your future relationships because you think that you're being so tough and so protective of your heart, but in reality you're just making matters worse and you're being more easily manipulated because they know how to deal with women like you. And that's just that. Another point that I want to get into is that I see these days the trending on YouTube and TikTok and stuff like that is that a lot of women want to be feminine and they want to have the soft life and be involved in like black girl luxury and stuff. And don't get me wrong, I love that stuff. I like the idea of it, not necessarily so the consumerism and status stuff behind it, but I like the idea of it. So a lot of these women want to be feminine, they want to have the soft life, they want the luxury, they want this. And I noticed that a lot of women, they do it on the outside because they have a good outward appearance and they look phenomenal, they look beautiful. I see a lot of beautiful women, but then they start to talk like this, and it's like, I'm not saying that this girl in particular claimed to be wanting to be feminine or wanting to be soft. What I'm saying is that a lot of these women out here will say these things, and then next thing you know, they're talking like this. This is not quote unquote, and I'm using feminine and soft very lightly because in the media, and on social media, feminine and the soft life or whatever has a certain type of look and personality behind it. But I'm only using that because social media stuff have their own definitions. But this feminine, you're not in touch with your feminine side, you're not in touch with your soft side. So what I'm saying is that you could be as beautiful as you are on the outside, have every your lashes, your hair, your nails, good clothes, smell really good, and then you talk like this and that messes up your whole aspect. I think talking like this and trying to talk to somebody like this is distasteful and it's just not classy. And if I feel like if a man or somebody that you talking to, whoever you talking to, got to take you out your element and you got to talk like that to them, you don't need to be talking like that to them. Don't get me wrong, I know a lot of young women was probably raised in households where this is how women talk. This is, or people in general, that's how they talk, to each other. Like men talking about, oh, this is my B this, and they refer to their woman as the B word and stuff like that. And I'm not saying that it's right either, but we talked about this video and this situation today. But what I'm saying is that we have to do better, and we have to show, the fathers and the mothers have to show, their children a better way to treat people and to talk to people and to leave people alone that you don't want to talk to. And it's okay to reject somebody, and it's okay not to talk to somebody if you're not really into them. And like I said before, a lot of women don't know any better. A lot of this time, they don't know any better. But also, like, would you talk to your boss like this? Would you talk to your coworkers like this? Would you talk to, your peers like this or whatever? Do you kind of just have to think about those things and consider it in a situation? But, saying, whatever she said in a TikTok and in a video and stuff like that, like, it's not classy. It's not ladylike. And also, a lot of women talk about how they can't find a good man or how they can't find somebody quote unquote high value or whatever. And you still talking to, boys, you act like that and you're acting like a little girl. This is high school behavior. This is not grown woman behavior. And the reason that you can't find you a man is because you're still stuck in this mentality, the high school girl mentality. Because the truth of the matter is that a grown man is not going to tolerate you talking to them like that. If you talk to a grown man who's established and looking for something real like that, he will block you with swiftness. But the problem is that y'all talk to people and y'all talk to men like this. You complain that you can't find anybody. And you wonder why. And again, this is not a taking up for men video or anything like that. I'm just calling the situation like it is. Y'all talk like this, and I mean, whatever you put in is whatever you are going to get out, because real good men do not talk like this. And that's just what it is. So until next time, we will have a discussion. Let me know what you think in the comments or whatever. Let's talk about it.